Players, come get your players. Players at bargain price. Players who don't want to be here, come and get your players. That was my impersonation of the GWS preseason, which is better than Collingwood's preseason, which was, you want players? Yeah, take them. Take them. No, we don't need anything. Just take them. Hi, I'm Kieran Daughton, and welcome to Giant Chat. So I've calmed down a bit after watching last season, and I can still say last season was a piece of crap. A flaming piece of crap. A turd. A turd sandwich without the bread. It was crap. We went from being premiership favourites to not even making it to the finals and losing a whole bunch of players. We were good before fucking COVID came. Oh, sorry. We were good before COVID. Well, since it's war already, I can say our season was a piece of fucking shit. Yeah, but before COVID, we were good. We were looked on fire. Then COVID hit. Then season was terrible. And we lost a bunch of players. You know, Jeremy Cameron left. Zach Williams left. Aiden Cole left. Zach Langdon left, so he had to go back where his girlfriend was sick, so I hope she's okay. Jack Hadwell left. Jackson Haitley will leave. Xavier Halloran stayed, though. That's good. And Jeremy Finlayson stayed, which is good. And Harry Perryman stayed. Those last two were good, because they're good players, the goal scorers. Perryman actually probably had his best season last year, was early on. And they're Welshmen. Our biggest problem is players wanting to go home to like Victoria, South Australia, Western Australia. So the more local talent we have, the less go home factor, you know? And yeah, I'm annoyed we lost players and we got draft picks in a draft where no one knows how good the players are because they didn't play. But, you know, some of these players, I mean, Jeremy Cameron, who I actually thought was going to stay at one point, he didn't look like he wanted to be there this year. Yeah, he hardly kicked any goals. This could be the beginning of his downward spiral form, you know? So, I mean, maybe I sound bitter, but let's hope so. But, went okay. We've finally got a ruckman. I say that all the time. Well, because we lost those players, I said, and Sam Jacobs retired, which I thought was a surprise. Tom Sheringham, who's a defender, retired. And Heath Shaw got delisted. And people criticise us about releasing Heath Shaw. And I like Heath Shaw personally and as a player, but he's 34, you know, and his form isn't what it used to be. I mean, he's played 300 games and won a premiership. You know, just he should be happy with his career. I know he had a tough month. I hope other things happen, but I hope he's okay. But yeah, we got Priest from Melbourne, which is good. And we kept Shane Mumford. I would have probably left him. We got him just as a backup. And hopefully he is a backup, because he's been meant to be a backup for the last couple of seasons and he just keeps playing. I think we got two other ruckmen in Matthew Finn, who's a local. They're both locals. Matthew Finn, who's also a forward, so he can get goals. And Kieran Briggs, who was one of the best ruck prospects in his draft. When last season, when our season was over and you could tell with stuff, they should have been blooded, but they didn't. And they didn't blood him. Hopefully, no offense to Mumford, I don't want him to play any games next year. I want the other three ruckmen to get games, to get opportunity. And the other player we signed was Jesse Hogan. I was actually a big fan of Jesse Hogan back in his Melbourne days, so I'm pretty excited. He's only 25. He's had some issues. His Fremantle stint. It's probably one to be forgotten, but he might go okay in Sydney, where the media attention is not so full on and fan attention is not so full on. Same with Jack Watt, who, if you remember him, he's retired now, but he was Formula 1 draft pick and all-time loose unit. He said being number one draft pick was one of the worst things that happened to him, just sort of pressure. Even if we hypothetically signed him, we're not. I'm just talking hypothetically. I reckon he would have been good, because there wouldn't have been that pressure around him at this club. But yeah, and we still got a lot of good players in the team. We still got an awesome midfield. Our goal scoring capability might be interesting. I mean, we got Finlayson, Perryman can kick goals, Himmelberg, Ricardo. Jack Riccardi. Sorry, not Ricardo. Jack Riccardi looked good. Daniel Lloyd, possibly. But we picked some more players up, which should be good. Sam Reid and Zach Sparrow, so it hasn't been re-signed yet. But Sam Reid, been told he's going to get picked up in the pre-season draft, which he holds the record of being drafted in most summer. I think this is the 4th time he's been drafted, and I'm hoping we draft Zach as well. He's a local. He won't have that go-home factor. He's a goal-scoring machine in the lower grades. He's played one game in top flight. Didn't score a goal, but that doesn't mean a thing. Next year, I'm hoping we use Nick Shipley as well. They've been slowly turning him into... He hasn't played top flight football for 2-3 seasons, but he's still young. He's only like 22 or something. And apparently they've been slowly turning him into a halfback, which is good. He could replace Zach Williams, and he's a Campbelltown boy, so local. That's... I don't know. You could say it's West Sydney, but I say it's Southwest. We got 2 academy prospects in the draft. Josh Green, I can't remember the other one. Hoping we pick both of them up. People always criticise us for just doing draft picks. We start building our own homegrown talent like Tom Green, who hopefully gets more game time next year. And maybe a couple of defenders, but one of our best defenders. Well, our 2 best defenders last year. Nick Hayes played, actually. We have 3 good defenders. Nick Hayes played the whole season, but Phil Davis got injured early on, and Sam Taylor, who a lot of people forgot about, he's one of our freaking best. Missed out on the entire season, so those 3 should link up. But, I can't really say what drafts players we want. I'm happy to, give up a couple draft picks to get another one, say maybe... give a team in the top 6 2 draft picks for their 1 draft pick just to get a player in the top 6. But again, it may not mean anything because no one knows how good these players are. But there's a lot of good players who's been delisted we should pick up, like Oscar McDonald, who's a defender. He's 24 and he's played 80-something games. Marley Williams, North Melbourne defender. He's played, I think, over 100 games, possibly. Get him. I say this every year. I said it last year. I'm a big fan. He's a midfielder. Josh DeLuca, he was the mid-season draft for around first pick by Carlton. And he played good, and Carlton, for some reason, didn't re-sign him, and he was upset about it. And so I would be as well. Why would you draft a player if you're going to get rid of him after, a couple months? Another player I'm interested in possibly getting is Kyle Dunkley, but I reckon another club will pick him up to maybe use him as bait to get his brother. But he's a good midfielder. He's only 20, I think. Yeah, I think he's got a future in top flight football if given a chance. And there might be a couple of forwards out there. I'm hoping we don't draft a real old player. I think between the ages of 24 to 29, that's the box we should be looking for. That's about it. Women's season starts up soon. Unfortunately, one of the Giants players passed away. Rest in peace, Jacinta. She's playing up there in heaven, playing AFL with all the other legends of the game. That's it. So the draft's on Monday. No predictions because I don't know any freaking players, but I have faith in next season. Expect to annoy me. They keep criticizing GWS for not keeping players, but at the same time they criticize GWS for being too over the salary cap and paying too much for players. I think we have a good roster. We might have had too many stars, and the less stars we lose. I mean, if you look at Richmond, they got a couple of stars, and the rest of the team is just good team players, good workmen, good workhorses, So Richmond's probably going to win it again next year. I'm just going to go out on a whim and say it. I don't think Geelong will do it. Richmond, when they beat teams in grand finals, they kind of stuffed their season up for next year. And Geelong's, they got a pretty old team, so I don't know. I don't know if they're going to make it. Half of the team might retire before freaking halfway point of the season. Anyway, that's my video. Thanks for watching. I'm retiring the catchphrase because it hasn't brought much luck. So, go Giants. That's all I'm going to say. Please go good. Anyway, draft's on Monday, so good times. Kieran, daughton, out.